I want you to remember this, that your dad and his show are on the right side of history. I want you to remember that. And my daughter very earnestly paused and she said, I thought we were on the left. To me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family. And I unfortunately have kind of lost relationships with people in my family because of it.
She's lost relationships with relatives because she wrote them an email before the election with 10 reasons why they shouldn't vote for Trump. And some still didn't obey.
And so I feel like I'm kind of in constant conflict and I'm angry all the time, which isn't healthy at all. But I personalize everything now.
So as you guys know, Jimmy Kimmel somehow managed to survive the rapture over at ABC, which is owned by Disney. And a couple weeks ago, his wife was out here crying about how Trump got her husband fired. And they basically went and told the kids it's Trump's fault. Like, just absolutely absurd. Now, before we get into them crying, because I never actually saw the full video for this, I want to show you guys what Bill Maher had to say about people who are saying, hey, look, just cut your family off, because apparently this is what Jimmy Kimmel's wife said. Just cut your family off. You know, I told them not to vote for Trump. They did, so we had to cut them off. This lady is absolutely bonkers.
Molly McNerney, Jimmy Kimmel's wife and head writer, went public on this topic recently. She says she's lost relationships with relatives because she wrote them an email before the election with 10 reasons why they shouldn't vote for Trump, and some still didn't obey. But I would never present it to someone as an ultimatum. Ultimatums don't make people rethink their politics, they make them rethink you. Somewhere along the way, my values became code for I'm the only one with a moral compass. We voted for the same person. You're just why she lost.
Having woke weirdos like this in your family is, I mean, who the hell would want somebody like this to come over for Thanksgiving anyway? I don't want to come over. I don't want you coming over my place and preaching politics to me. I don't want you telling me how important it is. If I just don't want to hear it and I just don't want to deal with it, it is what it is. Same thing for this channel. I don't make my friends and my family and all this stuff watch the channel. Everybody knows about it. Some people watch it. Some people don't give a crap. It is what it is. So unfortunately, I got to torture everybody who wants to actually finish watching this video by reacting to this Jimmy Kimmel, I don't know, some stupid podcast he was on with his woke behind wife. And I'm starting to understand why he's so much of a beta male. If he's married to a woman like this, is probably the only way they could get along and the only way he could ever score any nookie. Without further ado, let's get into this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Jimmy said, we want to talk to you guys about something. And Jane, our 11-year-old, went, oh my gosh, Julie, they have to talk to us about something. And she's like, get in here, get in here. And I think the last time we had done that, we surprised them with Disneyland or something. So they seemed like it was going to be good. And it occurred to me, oh boy, this is not going to be good.
Nope.
And Jimmy let them know. He said, my show has been suspended. And our daughter immediately burst into tears. And she said, I'll sell my little boo-boos.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
And we told her, yeah, you should.
I'm sorry, that probably wasn't supposed to be funny. Our show is canceled. This isn't supposed to be part of his comedy. It's probably the funniest Jimmy Kimmel's ever been, and it's not even him, it's his wife. Let's keep going. I don't want to laugh at the child's pain. I'm sorry, but it's difficult. It's hard, okay? I'm an imperfect human being. God's still working on me. I got the cross right here.
Thankfully, my immediate family, they did not vote for Donald Trump.
Okay.
They did the first time, a few of them. We flipped them the second time. It's weird. When Donald Trump was first elected, I was so upset. We all were. But I remember thinking, I understand it because I grew up in a very conservative Republican house. I mean, I bought my dad a Rush Limbaugh tie in high school. I voted Republican straight ticket, and that's what I was told to do. And then I left St. Louis, Missouri, and I met people from different backgrounds, and I started to understand different things and different needs and different people. And there's like a little bit of sympathy I have for people in my family that I feel are kind of being deliberately misinformed every day. And
Not kind of.
yeah.
You know.
Oh, so now you feel sorry for your family. They're just so dumb. They're just so stupid that they vote for MAGA, huh? Yeah. Okay. So we're not even going to get into the crazy inflation, the if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, the illegal immigration, the crime statistics. I mean, everything. It's like so many things went wrong under the Biden-Harris administration. To say stuff like this is just astounding.
That they're deliberately being misinformed every day, and they believe it. But it hurts me so much because of the personal relationship I now have, where my husband is out there fighting this man. And to me, them voting
What
for
the hell does this mean? Why are you out here fighting the president? Like for one thing, he wasn't even the president, and Jimmy Kimmel was taking jabs at him like on pretty much every show. Is the first thing. And secondly, you're supposed to be a comedian. It's supposed to be about comedy, not about propaganda. But of course, his wife is literally admitting that Jimmy Kimmel's pretty much gone to war with President Trump. That's the funny thing is Trump didn't go to war with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel went to war with him. And when somebody wants to fight you, you have no choice but to fight back.
Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family.
Wow.
For fighting
Let's
this
hear that
man.
again.
And to me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family. And I unfortunately have kind of lost relationships with people in my family because of it. This is not just Republican versus Democrat for me anymore. It is, to me, it's family values. And it's really hard for me because I grew up believing in these Christian ideals of taking care of the sick and taking care of the poor. And I don't see that happening with this Republican Party. And so I feel like I'm kind of in constant conflict, and I'm angry all the time, which isn't healthy at all. But I like personalize everything now. When I see these terrible stories every day, I'm immediately mad at certain
Triggered.
aunts, uncles, cousins who put him in
Triggered is
power.
the right word.
When I see these terrible stories every day, I'm immediately mad at certain aunts, uncles, cousins who put him in power. And it's really hard. And I wish I could like deprogram myself in some way, but I get really angry. And I've sent many emails to family like right before the election saying, I'm begging you, here's the 10 reasons not to vote for this guy. Please don't. And I either got ignored by 90% of them or got truly insane responses from a few. It's definitely caused a strain. I've definitely pulled in closer with the family that I feel more aligned with. And I hate that this has happened, It feels silly. Part of me goes, don't let politics get in the way. But to me, this isn't politics. It's truly values, and we're not aligned anymore.
No, at the end of the day, it's politics. My family and I, we don't agree on politics. We don't even agree on some of our values, but we're still a family at the end of the day. We still love each other. We still talk. We don't support all the same things. We don't think the same way. We don't walk, talk, and dress the same. The only real thing that we might have in common, sometimes we all got the same blood, but it is politics. What this lady is describing is having TDS. She's clearly got a bad case of it. When you would go as far as to write your family letters, first off, where do you get off thinking that you get to write people letters because you're so much smarter than them and want to tell them what to do? Maybe if they ask you, sure, but that would be like if I just called all my family members like, well, I'm so much more informed on, how Trump is the guy or Vivek Ramaswamy or Byron Donalds or whomever, and I just call up my family or I just write them letters like, hey, you got to do this. Here's the reasons why. What if they don't give a crap about that? That's intrusive. That is overbearing. And you don't even know if they support some of the same things as you support. Men and women's sports, like all of these stupid, disgusting things that a lot of people on the left support, out here parading around some Indian lady pretending like she's black, like just stupid stuff. And you're sitting up here basically trying to coerce them. I can see this isn't as simple as persuading, like you're in a passing conversation, like, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. By the way, whatever. No, she's talking about writing them letters, and I got some truly insane responses. Lady, you just said that, for crying out loud. You get triggered anytime you see anything happening with Trump, and you get mad at family members. The border was open and the country was falling apart. I wasn't mad at my family and my cousin and my grandma and them. I wasn't mad at them. I was mad at the stupid politicians for fooling them and for lying to them consistently. I'm not mad necessarily at my family for believing the people who are lying to them every day. But this lady is mad at conservatives being told the truth for noticing, like, hey, my grocery prices are too damn high. Maybe you don't think that the lady with the multimillionaire husband might be a little bit out of touch. Who the freak knew? Guys, I'm tired of talking about Jimmy Kimmel and his Swamp Thing looking wife. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it's worth cutting off family members? Have you cut off family members because of political points of view, particularly because they were trying to convince you or you were trying to convince them? Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching the Black Anomaly Rice channel. I'm out.
You know what would have been a better exercise? Write a top 10 list to yourself where you try to imagine 10 reasons why 77 million Americans didn't want to trust you with taking power.